This is the New Zealand dollar on the 15, and we have trend continuation using a last chance entry. Now I'm just going to delete this off and go and look at the higher time frame analysis. I am playing for an extension. So structure level on here at our lows. And what we did notice is that yesterday we had a lovely lower close candle, and we could come down to retest this 9500 level just down here. This has occurred within this minor level of structure. However, I do believe price can come lower down to this level. We are moving quite directionally here. If we go down to the 240, oh, sorry about that. Let's go down to the 240, and what we have is, if we move the structure level down to here and look left, you can see that price could potentially come down to the closes of the candles, which is around this area. So we can have price come lower than where we're at the moment. Also pay attention to this double top. Okay, this is a reversal pattern that's occurred, and from that point we have violated the V point and come lower. Indication here that we can come lower. Here on the 60, this is what I'm paying special attention to. We had a move lower, a pull back, a move lower, a pull back, a move lower, a pull back. Anywhere in the outside return, we can look for shorting opportunities, or we can look for what's called the last chance entry, which is within the wicks, which is where I always look for double tops and double bottoms. We drop to the 15, and right here, this is a valid double top. It's valid because if I put a structure level on like this, price came up to retest the closes of the candles on the first test. The RSI also went over bought at 85 with divergence. We then had a confirmed break below, close below, and a pullback for a 26.18, which is where we throw a fib on and we look at selling a minimum of a 61.8. Now if I bring back on the orders, stops have just gone an 80 hour above the high. 8 pips of risk. Just let me double check that because that's quite small. 5. I'm going to give it another pip. Okay, it's only small this, and structure sometimes isn't adhered to. You can play for a retest down here for 17 if you wish. Me personally, I'm playing for that bigger extension down here at 34. And we're back for a little update on this trade, and as you can see, we've been moving very nicely indeed. I just want to talk through, I'm just going to remove the orders for a moment and just talk through what we did here in real time. So this was our double top, and what we then had is a 26.18 opportunity. Now I was involved obviously up here, but once we get the confirmed break of the V point just here, a confirmed break below and a close below, you can essentially then wait for a 26.18 where you throw a fib on from the swing high to the swing low. And we're just going to leave the 61.8 fib on there. We do like to keep the charts nice and clean. And as you can see, price came into that area. We actually went up though for another retest. But from that point, the market has come down, and if you were playing for one target, which was a retest of the lows here, this trade played out really well. For just 10 pips of risk, if you was playing for first targets, which would have been here, you would have banked 17 pips, so an almost 2 to 1. Obviously I'm playing for an extension here, but you would have ended up with a lovely reward to risk. Let's see what happens with the rest of the trade. We're back for the update on this trade. I am a little late doing this review, but what happened is I said in the video that this was the turning point, which was absolutely right. You could, if you wanted to, play for a retest down here. If you did that, well done, you hit targets. For me personally, I was playing for an extension down to this point, and you can see we fell a little short. I still think the market could come lower, but I did what I said, and I moved to break even when we came down to retest the lows, and I'm out of that for break even. Which is a real shame actually, because I think I got up about 25, well, no, maybe 22, 23 pips.